Welcome to the Pierson's Lane Community Park and Children's Garden. We are here today with Holly. I trip on all the wood chips. Hey Holly.
Hey,
and hey Melanie.
hi.
So
we're at the Pierson's Lane Community Gardens site. There's 4 and we're going to visit all 4 today.
Yes, and this actually is a little children's teaching garden, and we try to get here, every third Sunday or so and work with the kids, and we do special activities. Like I think the next one we're going to be doing bee baths, so making little baths out of little cups and beaded glass, and so the bees can get a nice good drink. And we'll just place those around the garden. And it's a beautiful day today, and the garden boxes are very thirsty, so I'm doing a little watering.
Do you want to tell us what kind of plants we're growing? I see flowers and vegetables, and I don't know what else.
So we have some lavender growing over here.
So this is the lavender.
Yep. We have bee balm and orange butterfly bush over here.
That looks like corn.
It's definitely
Okay,
corn.
good.
We also have some summer squash and zucchini growing in here. And this is a very thirsty box, so we're going to give that a good soaking. Over here in this box we have some sweet potato vines, cucumbers, and a cherry tomato plant.
And then on this side, those are more tomatoes, right?
Yeah, this is a tomatillo plant, and then we have 2 cherry tomato, or a large variety tomato and a cherry tomato. And then, of course, our beautiful spearmint growing in the middle of the boxes.
It's mint.
Yes.
And then we have
And cabbage and eggplant in that box. And then the final box over there is their peppers and a couple of cubes.
nice. And you can see little cherry tomatoes.
Yes.
And Holly, can you tell us why you left the milkweed?
We left milkweed because of the monarch butterfly. That's their primary food source, and this is actually year 2 of the mayor's monarch pledge here in Biddeford. Mayor Castavant signed a pledge to allow us to create new monarch habitat and to be able to sustain existing habitat.
And that's really important because they were just announced, or just pronounced endangered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
We're not seeing the monarchs that we used to see. No. 1 or 2 in my garden, but not consistent. So.
Great, thanks,
Yeah.
Holly. We're going to
very welcome.
Tiny zucchini, summer squash. I don't know.
What's that?
Tiny vegetable.
Over here, on the other side of that fence, we actually have some big ever-bearing strawberries and a blueberry bush, and we got berries off of both of those this year.
So much fun. I didn't even know this one was here. So exciting.
Yes.
Well, thanks, Holly. We're going to go take a look at the next garden.
Okay, well, enjoy yourself.
We are here now at the Mission Hill Community Garden, which partners with Apex Youth Connection, and they've got all these adorable little children's decorated palettes. Like, look how wonderful these are. And so I'm here with some members from the Community Gardens, and they're going to tell us a little bit about the garden as we walk around. I love this. Please let us get big. It's so cute. Are these leeks or onions? I have no idea.
Yeah, these are sweet onions, and they're like what is the one from Georgia? The big sweet onion.
Is it Vidalia?
They're not vidalias, but they're like that. They're sweet. So those are a wonderful onion. We're growing some lettuces that can withstand the heat. They look like they're doing pretty well.
Pretty happy to me.
So the onions are doing well, and the lettuces, and let's see. We'll just walk through. We have carrots, and in this bed over here we have what that looks like nothing. We have carrots planted for the fall, and peas as well.
And these ones are the ones that are slightly happier.
Yeah, they're the ones that are growing, but there's peas planted back along the trellises. And eggplant. And what else? There's cabbage over here.
Oh, these look happy.
Cabbages, yeah, they really kind of took off. So, and a couple of cauliflowers we're trying. I find them to be a little difficult. We're trying them. And peppers, some hot peppers, some all kinds of shapes. We have kind of a banana pepper, and
He's a jalapeno.
that looks like a jalapeno, and some matchbox that are very hot and they get red. And up in front there's some sweet peppers, different colors. This one is I don't know what color it's supposed to end up, but it starts out almost black. So, and it was kind of a rainbow color mix. So.
Oh, cool. Can you tell us how some of those are raised so those are handicapped accessible?
Those are handicapped accessible, and we have this year we have just one gardener who is gardening in one of these. She's used this bed for quite a few years. She's 92 years old. And this we got planted on some herbs and some
Purple basil,
chives, parsley, and some spring onions.
cilantro. My cilantro all died this year too.
I love some.
Well, it doesn't live very long.
Doesn't work very well now.
No,
The
it just
parsley's happy.
that's the way it is.
And Holly is telling us anyone can participate in community gardening.
Yes, anyone can participate. We would love to have anyone join our crew. We actually have an awesome crew here at this garden that is really dedicated.
Well, we were talking to some kids as we were coming down, and they said they were helping take care of some of the gardens, and they were really excited about it. So, great project for kids. And
yeah, kids love to garden.
Yeah.
So we have lots of greens back here, kales and Swiss chard, some winter squash, and something I've never grown before is celeriac. I've never even eaten it, but we're trying it.
Great.
We're going to go
So
take
we
a
have
look at that because I have no
We're
idea
hoping
what
we
that is.
like it because we have a whole bed of it.
So people could come if they wanted to just visit and stay cool and maybe visit with people too.
Of course. And we are here on Saturday mornings and Tuesday evenings, and we love help and love to share the vegetables from the garden.
And there's some nice little seating areas, lots of shade.
Yeah.
Like, this is a great space.
Yeah, it is really nice.
What is the story of the building?
That I don't know. That you'd have to talk to Holly about.
You could talk to some librarians about it too.
Yeah. Yeah,
But not me.
not you.
I don't even know what this is. This is a
It's
celeriac.
It's
I
a
don't know.
root.
Oh.
We use the root, and we just Googled it. Martha just Googled it, and you can use it fresh for like slaw or in soups.
We're going to have
chopped
to
up.
come get some stuff and use our Charlie cart one day.
We have a ton
What
of
if we
it.
could
So
wheel it?
come and get some in the fall when it's
Yeah.
ready.
We might have to wheel the Charlie cart down here to do that.
I don't really.
Welcome to Williams Court Victory Garden, our final stop right now. There's still one more garden, but alas, timing. So we're here with Wendy. Wendy, do you mind being on Facebook Live?
Not at all.
Okay, so would you like to tell us a little bit about the garden today?
So this garden is the second communal garden that Biddeford Community Garden installed. Last year and this year, a lot of the produce that we grow will go to the 4 food programs: Bon Appetit Soup Kitchen, the Food Pantry, Youthful Maine, and I forget the 4th one, but there is a 4th one.
There is. I don't know.
So far, we haven't gotten a whole lot.
I mean, everything looks super happy though.
So it's a lot of late crops. Potatoes, eggplant, tons of peppers that are just now starting to come in. We have tomatoes galore, here, going up here. We have cucumbers and squash going up on the
I love
trellis, and beans. And everything is starting to really take off now.
Everything just looks so happy. Oh, you have a cabbage too. I love cabbage.
We've gotten a few crops of lettuce that we've given away to the Food Pantry and Bon Appetit. And then we also have 3 boxes in the fenced-in garden area. Those are scarlet runner beans going up the CPs.
Scarlet runner beans.
And this is our herb box. And there are 2 peach trees and blueberry bushes. Pumpkins, squash, herb. A lot of this is all herbs and flowers. Then we have a fenced-in garden. And we have 4 boxes, 5 boxes that are grandfathered for private. They're privately owned. Here's 3. That's our 3rd crop of lettuce. And there's arugula. The onions aren't looking so good, but everything else is.
And this is a composting box.
And that is the composting box. And the pile of pumpkins and whatnot flowing, that's also the compost. It's awesome. I love compost grown food because it's so abundant.
This is so cool.
This is great.
And we have 2 ravens that live in that tree. And they had a youngster this year. So I get to listen to them on weekend mornings super early. They're awesome.
This is great. Thank you so much, Wendy, for
You're
your tour of the
welcome.
garden.
Thank you, Wendy. Can you tell us more about Rotary Park Community Garden?
Yeah, so this is the newest of the Biddeford Community Gardens. It's meant to be totally collaboratively run, so we have a couple planting days, or a couple of work days every week, where everybody just comes and waters or weeds or whatever needs to be done, and then everybody harvests. This one in particular we have these raised beds, which are meant to be more accessible for folks who might have physical limitations, for bending in ground, and are growing all sorts of things. You'll see we also have an in-ground garden over there, so in that we've got some of the kind of larger crops, like we've got squash and corn and tomatoes and beans, and then in the raised beds we've got, you know, pretty much most of the things you might want to eat. A lot of cucumbers are coming in right now. We've got eggplant and peppers and tomatillos and potatoes. We've harvested a lot of onions, and I've harvested a lot of lettuce and spinach and early season stuff, and now we're getting into peak, so stuff will be growing and ready to harvest soon.